Want to see a magic trick? My hair's gone. What happened to it? But white. My hair's back. Back. Okay, so hi guys, it's Mena. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little fake magic trick I did, or magic trick I did. So hi guys, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while. And today in this video, I'm going to be doing the chemotherapy tag. So this is a tag I made up for my YouTube channel. Give me 1 second. This is a tag I made up for my YouTube channel because most of you guys know I did go through chemo. Well, when I was 13 years old, and it's now been, I think, about 12 or 13 years since my since I stopped having chemo. Well, and now I'm a lot better than, I'm much healthier now. I don't have any more signs of cancer, but I thought it would be fun to do this tag so you guys can get to know what my life was like going through chemo. Most of you guys probably already know what my life was like going through chemo because I have mentioned it in several of my YouTube videos that I did go through chemo, and then like some of the stuff that I had, and then what happened and how I dealt with it and stuff. So I'm going to get started, and I'll put the questions down below, and I tag all of you guys to do that. And if you're going through chemotherapy and you would like to do this tag, then just try it out. And then also, if you want to, you can post this as a video response to this video if you want to. So I'm going to get started. Question number 1, are you or were you a victim of cancer? If so, what kind or did you have? So I was a victim of cancer. I had osteogenic sarcoma. Hey, I got a YouTube notice. Sorry. I had osteogenic sarcoma. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. In my knee, and I'll step back and show you guys my scar. Oops. So hopefully you guys can see that this is my scar right here. This is the knee that I had cancer on. And most of you guys know I did have osteogenic sarcoma. So, yeah, I did have osteogenic sarcoma. Question number 2, did you get poked a lot? Yes, I did. Well, actually, no, not really, to be honest, because I had a broviac, which is the tube in my chest that prevented me from getting poked. The only time I had to get poked is if I was getting a shot when my counts were low. That was the only time I had to get poked pretty much. Well, I did kind of get poked a lot, but at the same time not. I hope that makes sense. At first I was like scared of needles, so that's why they put the broviac in my chest so they wouldn't have to poke me all the time. But the only time they had to poke me was to draw my blood when I had a fever, because they couldn't do it through my broviac. I have no idea why. And then another time, well, no, that was just for the IV they had to put in my hand. And then they the only time I had to get poked is if I was getting a shot for when my counts were low. So I did get poked quite a lot, except if I was getting my meds which were going through my broviac. Question number 3, did you have surgery? Yes, I did. I've had to have surgery about 5 times going through chemo. Question number 4, did you get an infection in your broviac or metaport? No, I did not. My stepdad at the time took really good care of my broviac. He cleaned it, and he changed my dressing, and he made sure I did not get an infection. Question number 5, how many surgeries did you have to have while going through chemo? I had to have 5. My first surgery, again, was my biopsy. My second surgery was my broviac. My third surgery was getting my broviac replaced. My 4th surgery was my knee surgery, and then my 6th surgery was my broviac removal. Question number 6, did you wear a wig? I tried to wear a wig, but it was just so uncomfortable. It literally made my head sweaty and itchy, and it was just super uncomfortable. Question number 7, did you wear hats? No, I did not wear hats. I don't know why I did not like to wear hats at the time, because I just thought they were super uncomfortable. I don't know. Question number 8, name 3 foods you liked going through chemo. This is going to be hard because I liked a lot of foods going through chemo. I liked meatballs. I liked I think I liked bananas. I liked popcorn. I just liked pretty much anything. thing, cereal and stuff, so I like those. Question number 9. Name 3 foods you didn't like while going through chemo. One food I didn't like was my mom's scrambled eggs. I eat those quite a lot. Those are my favorite things to have for breakfast is my mom's scrambled eggs. But when I went through chemo, I didn't like them. I don't know why. I think it's just because the chemo changed my taste buds and I just didn't like them. And then another food I didn't like was hamburgers, and I absolutely love hamburgers. I get a hamburger almost every time I go to a restaurant, and I just didn't like them going through chemo. So I had a weird habit as if I couldn't taste something, thing of food, it means I didn't like it. And then I didn't like strawberries, which are my all-time favorite fruit, and those are my favorite. Yeah, and those are my favorite fruit, but when I went through chemo, I just didn't like them because I couldn't taste them. Question number 10. Name 3 of your favorite movies you watched going through chemo. That's an easy one. Cats Don't Dance. That literally was one of my favorites. Uptown Girls. What a Girl Wants. Those were my favorite movies going through chemo. Question number 11. Name 3 reasons you didn't like going through chemo. One reason I didn't like going through chemo was the nurses waking me up. Number 2 would have to be the medications making me nauseous. And number 3 was not being able to see people. Question number 12. Have you pulled pranks while going through chemo? If so, what pranks did you pull? My mom and I pulled a prank on the cleaning staff when I was in the hospital. Like anytime I wasn't getting sick, like when I wasn't throwing up or anything. I know that's kind of gross, so I apologize. My mom and I used to prank the nurses by putting floaty vomit on the floor and pranking all the cleanup crew, and they'd trick each other to go and clean it up. It was really funny. Question number 13. Name 3 of your favorite TV shows while going through chemo. 3 of my favorite TV shows were Hamtaro, Baby Looney Tunes, and I think Looney Tunes. Question number 14. How old were you when you found out you had cancer? I was 12 years old when I found out I had cancer. Question number 15. Name 3 things that made you freak out while out in chemo. Needles, blood draw, and maybe having my catheter pulled out of my personal area. Yeah, that was super uncomfortable. I was afraid it was going to hurt. Question number 16. Who were your chemo stuffed animals? I'll go get them right now. Here's one of my chemo stuffed animals. My cousin gave me this bear like when I first started chemo. Like the first day I got my treatment, she gave me this bear. It didn't come with the vest or the hat. I made those for her. And she was one of my favorite stuffed animals that I slept with when I was in the hospital. You know, I bring her almost all the time, and I pretty much sleep with her every night. My second stuffed animal is my favorite stuffed animal was my teddy bear Julie. I've had her since I was 7 years old. I take her to all of my surgery appointments. She's like my good luck charm for my surgery. She's like my surgery stuffed animal. And I used to take her all the time whenever I went to the hospital. Like my first time I went to the hospital, I took her with me to surgery. First time I went to the hospital, my first surgery, I took her with me to have surgery. So she's like my surgery buddy. Question number 17. Did you go to school while going through chemo? No, I did not. My parents pulled me out of school because they didn't want me to get sick. Question number 18. Did you have a tutor or get homeschooled? So I tried having a tutor. That didn't work out because the tutor kept getting sick and I was getting behind. So my mom just tutored me because she had her master's degree and she was able to homeschool me. Question number 19. What was your least favorite medication while going through chemo? My least favorite medication was a cisplatin because it kept making me sick. Question number 20. What was your reaction to when you found out you had cancer? I was scared and kind of having like a panic and anxiety attack. Question number 21. And I didn't really understand what was going on at the time. Like people were giving me so much attention. This was going on, that was going on and stuff like that. And I was like not understanding what was going on and why I was getting all this attention at the time. Question number 21. Name 3 things you were excited once you finished chemo. I was excited to go on vacation. I was actually excited to go swimming. Because when I went through chemo, I couldn't go swimming in the pool, even despite the fact that it was super hot. I couldn't get wet because I had the broviac in my chest, and if I got my broviac wet, it would get infected. And I was also excited to go back to school because I hadn't seen any of my friends since the first day of school. Question number 22. Name 3 things you were disappointed about while going through chemo. So 3 things I was disappointed about was not being able to go to school, not being able to see my friends, and then one thing I was super disappointed about was missing my sister's dad's uncle, my sister's dad, who was also my stepdad at the time, his brother's wedding. I was super excited to go because I love weddings, and I really couldn't wait to watch him get married, but I was sad that I didn't get to go because my counts were low. Question number 23. Name 3 medications that were hard for you while going through chemo. Cisplatin, methotrexate, and doxorubin, because the cisplatin made me nauseous. The doxorubin gave me really bad mouth sores, and the methotrexate also gave me really bad mouth sores. Question number 24. Were you scared of needles before chemo? Yes, I was. Question number 25. What month was your last treatment, or if you're going through chemo, when is your last treatment? My last treatment was May 2005. I started chemo in September 2004, and then I finished in May 2005. So I've been done with chemo for about 1 second. 13 minus 24, 28. 14 years. I've been done with chemo for about, I think, 14 years. So hopefully I got that right. So I've been done with chemo, and my last treatment was May, but I don't remember the exact date. Okay, so that was the chemotherapy tag. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sorry this video is so long, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!